John Cleese has followed up last week's furious rant calling for the BBC's board of members to be thrown out with a new claim that the nation needs the channel. But he warns major improvements are needed. Last weekend, John Cleese was adamant that after the BBC's censorship scandals involving Gary Lineker and David Attenborough, the entire board of members at the BBC should be replaced, in the interest of producing quality television. He has now followed up to say he's in no doubt that the channel is needed, but just not in its current format. Tweeting on Wednesday afternoon to his 5.7 million devoted followers, John insisted, although important areas of the BBC are a shambles. According to the people I know who work there, there is absolutely no doubt that we need a BBC in the UK. He then added, "We just don't need this BBC." His comments come after John sensationally revealed that his Fawlty Towers reboot show could never have aired on the channel, as he felt his freedom of expression would have been compromised. John has even claimed that the BBC is a pale shadow of its former self, and that its glory days were back in the 1960s and 70s. Some fans replied to suggest that the license fee should be removed or made optional after there was growing discontent over the alleged censorship of famous personalities. Make it subscription only to placate everyone, suggested at Stu Barney. At James A. Thurber shot back, "The shameful truth is if they made the license fee truly optional, yeah I know it is, there wouldn't be much of a take-up. There are many communities in the UK whose needs, beliefs and values are completely unrepresented at the BBC." At Ori_Pomerantz chimed in, "That is the problem with tax-funded entities. They are ultimately controlled by the government. Can you have a private BBC, maybe funded by donations?" However, at Chris Jam Inglis defended, "I thought the BBC's coverage of Gary Gate was completely fair and neutral. The BB is clearly a long way from perfect, but I'll bet there's no other broadcaster would come out as openly as this." John had recently spoken on GB News about the personality change he felt the channel had experienced in recent years. Insisting he'd never bring the Fawlty Towers remake back to the channel, he exclaimed, "I wouldn't get the freedom, now.